Hi, everybody. It's Mr. Haney. We're going to talk about alkenes and alkynes today. These are double and triple bonded carbons, and they name a little different. There's a little bit of a change, but these are actually where things get interesting. If you have organic compounds that contain a carbon-carbon double bond, they're called alkenes. All you do is change that A from alkane to an E. And these are also called unsaturated compounds because they have less than the maximum number of hydrogens. Alkanes are saturated compounds. Alkenes and alkynes are the first kind of unsaturated compounds. Now, that unsaturated idea may be something that you've heard of before. If you have unsaturated fats, whether it's monounsaturated or polyunsaturated fats, they contain double bonds in them somewhere, or triple bonds, or they contain some other kind of functional group, or whatever. What it means is those fats have less hydrogen in them than they should have under normal circumstances. Monounsaturated means you're missing one hydrogen. Polyunsaturated means you're missing more than one hydrogen off of the fat. So there you go. For those of you watching your weight, counting calories, checking out your fat content, now you know what it's talking about. And all it looks like is it looks like you have an equal sign between the two carbons, okay? And it names the same as the others do, with one addition. Excuse me, yawning. You have to number the chain so that the carbon with the double bond gets the lowest number. And instead of the root word ending in A and E, you change it to E and E. So instead of ethane, which would be CH3, this is ethene with CH2. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of the. You don't have to have a number here for ethane, or I'm sorry, for ethene, because there's only two carbons to stick it in between. So there's really no doubt as to where the double bond goes. However, for something like this, there's a little bit of a doubt where the bond goes. So let's do a couple of these. This one here has one, 2, 3. I gotta move my bar here. 3. It won't circle. 4. It still won't circle. I don't know why. Yes, I do. There's a crack in my computer screen right there. Anyway, it's got, sorry. Technical difficulties. You've got 4 carbons here. On this one, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are both butanes. There's a double bond in both of them. So they're both butene. The difference is where's the double bond start. On this one, it starts right here off of the first carbon. So this is 1 butene. On this one, it starts on carbon 2. So it's 2 butene. Okay. Now of the two, this one is more stable because the double bond is more protected. It's harder to get at for another compound or another atom or molecule to come in and break that bond and form a different bond. This one is a little more unstable and easier to break. Okay? Which means that this one here, the 2-butene actually has a little bit more stored energy in it. The energy gets stored for longer. So it's more likely to be stable and to stick around for a long time. So let's do this one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it doesn't really matter which direction we go, 5 carbons. So this right here is my main chain. 5 carbons in a row is pentane, but because there's a double bond right here, this is pentene, E and E. And the double bond is on number 2, so it's 2-pentene. But I've also got this little silly thing. Whoa. What happened? Oh, I hit a button and stopped sharing my screen. And then I erased everything. Got it. Stupid computer. Okay. Let's start this. Oh, you're killing me here. Okay. So let's see. Where were we? We had, this is our main line. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we had said that this was 2-pentene. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I touched something. We still have to deal with this guy right here. CH3 is a methyl group, and it's on carbon 4, so it's 4-methyl 2-pentene. All right. Name the longest chain, add the double bond to it, and then name whatever is hanging off of it. Okay. So, alkynes are the same thing, only it's a triple bond instead of a double bond. So you have 3 lines, 3 bonds between the carbon and the hydrogen, the 2 carbons. And you have a lot less hydrogen. Instead of missing 2, you're missing 4. So this little bad boy here, instead of being ethane with 1 bond, or ethene with 2 bonds, becomes ethyne with 3. It names exactly the same way as the alkenes do, only you end it in yne. You still have to tell me where it's at, unless it's something like this where there's only 2. Alkynes are a lot more unstable because these are under enormous pressure. You've got 6 electrons jammed in between 2 atoms. There's a lot of repulsive forces here. So these alkynes are typically very, very unstable. This one in particular is incredibly flammable. Under another naming system, it's not ethyne. It's something you might know if you're in welding. It's acetylene. This is what you use in welding torches to make them burn hotter. Okay? These guys, when you break these bonds, you're breaking 3 bonds at once. You get a lot of energy. Okay? So here's one. Let's do Young Beastie. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's a 4. Carbons in a row, which makes this butane. But there's a triple bond, which makes it butyne. The triple bond is on the first carbon, so it's 1-butyne. That is all you have to do to name these things. Not a lot of moving parts, no weird stuff. If you know the first 10 hydrocarbons, like I gave you a couple of days ago, and you can count, you can do this. Okay? So, that's all I got for you today. Seniors, all of your late work is due today. You start taking the final exam tomorrow. All right? Rest of you, I'm not giving you homework today because I got to sit here and punch the entire final exam in for the seniors. All right? So you're not getting any homework today because this is going to take me several hours, if I'm lucky, to punch in. So just behave yourselves. Don't do anything stupid. Make sure you do the check-in. Get your own late work done because some of you have a ton of missing assignments. All right? So get them done. Okay? All right. Take care of yourselves. Be good. See you tomorrow. Bye.